Okay, moment of truth to see if this actually imported my world save correctly. We must find Varric. Oh, there's a reading.
Men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Cool story, bro. I'm getting distracted by all. And there's Varric over there. So we talked to him about Hawk. Well, actually, we have to have this conversation first.
Shot. Are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Okay. Oh. I just want to talk to Varric again. There we go. I have questions about Hawk. Now, if he talks about Bethany, we know we're doing the right one, because before the default always talked about Carver instead of Bethany. So if he talks about Bethany, we're good.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Isabella went back to the Raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Last I knew, Hawk's sister Bethany was
Yep, we're good.
wardening near the Anderfell's border. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Good thing Aveline was able to keep her... Aveline was able to keep her position after everything that happened. She did side with me, so that woman was freaking out there for a second.
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need?
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren. Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find
Did she think that I was a servant?
I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
I already know about all this stuff,
Farewell.
Make her go.
so I'm not gonna talk to her about it. Hope I don't have to talk to her about it to get this going, but yeah, you gather materials and then... Okay, Leliana is not here yet, because I probably have to go and talk to her in the Chantry first. I know Solus is right over here. Somewhere. Oh yeah, there he is. He just spawned in. I wonder how if this conversation will go any different because I'm an elf this time around. Probably will.
Chosen of Andraste, the blessed heroes sent to save us all.
I didn't ask for this, but someone has to find a way to seal the breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical.
That's too true.
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars...
He didn't let me flirt with him before. Why was I in the air? I talked to him again.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age.
Do we know it's an artifact?
Destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
You're an elven mage. Not from the Circle, not Dalish. You're an unknown element. I wouldn't trust my life to a blade before I'd tested its balance.
Nor would I. All right. What can I tell you?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
Is this why you joined the Inquisition?
I joined the Inquisition because we were all in terrible danger. If our enemies destroyed the world, I would have nowhere to lay my head while dreaming of the Fade.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
You find
You like my side benefits?
You enjoyed having them, presumably. But yes, since you asked.
Alright.
We'll talk later.
That's enough.
Goodbye.
That's enough for now. So I wondered, can you only flirt with him if you're an elf? Because I didn't have that option before. Ouch. I just lost 18 points of health. For no reason. No reasons. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. It's all the way over there, and I'm plugged into the computer through the microphone. It's the lav that's attached to my shirt, and I'd have to undo the sound, and that would create problems in the recording. I'm not going to get up and do it, or I could just unhook the lav. I don't want to put it back on. I can survive without my phone.
Does it trouble?
Saunders didn't... Yeah, there it was again, where it was like the textures are slowly loading in.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options.
Gosh dang it, Roderick.
Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it at all.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Didn't take long for that to become my name. Alright, I know how to do this. Start with Ferelden. Oh, there's my cursor. There's only one place we can go, and that's scout the hinterlands. We have to use Liliana's secrets. Cullen started talking there, but I cut him off. Alright. We've avoided the fighting as best we could, every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to lead the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the table. Out of the table? Where did I even get table? The area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Bring Varric, we'll bring Cassandra, and of course we'll bring Celis. Let's do this. Start up my hinterland quests again, after I did nearly all of them. Now, if this screen stayed up the entire time while the levels were loading, that would be one thing, but they go away and then you're left with a black screen with a little flashing green symbol. Then the loading screens wouldn't be so bad if you had something to read. It wouldn't be terrible. This is terrible.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up...
Wait, what was that?
People always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side.
It went by too fast, I didn't even see it on the capture.
The Mage Templar fighting getting worse.
It's like
couldn't get to Dennett.
something just like blipped in and out of existence behind her for half a second.
Helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
What? That guy. You gotta go fast. Alright, you got a thing to tell me, I remember.
This might interest you, sir.
Okay, go ahead then.
What is it? This may be worthwhile.
Alright, the threat remains. Clear all the threats at the crossroads. So I know we're gonna do this. We're gonna talk to Mother Giselle first. But after that, there is one quest that we should do. You have to gather all the different camps around, because if we do that, then it's going to be a lot easier to do everything else. Because when you establish camps, you can fast travel, and when you can fast travel, you're not running across the land like an idiot half the time.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
Boom. There we go. Okay, stop me in my tracks there for a second. I know about gathering resources.
They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like
Alright, that's one of my guys. Oops. Templars.
Hold. We are not
Come on.
apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Come on, somebody hit me. Not while I'm behind you. There we go. There. See? Was that so hard? I'm just gonna take this lamb's wool.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Alright, and then bang, bang, bang. Well, bam. Did I do that to Cassandra? I'm sorry. How is he immune to sword? That makes no sense. There we go.
Be ready.
Not so tough now, are ya? Oh, loot. I'll take this silk. Hey, come back here, you. That guy was already dead. Oops. I'm just standing in fire, no big deal. Okay. That's one way to take down a Templar's shield. There we go. That's a big Templar. Guy's tall. He died standing up. And bang.
It's done.
Whew. Did it. Super pixelated flag. Dang, that looks bad. This game goes through degrees of looking really good and looking really bad.
Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
But...
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am.
I love the French accents in this game.
You must be the one they are
I like
calling.
French accents.
Herald
Not as much
of
as Scottish, but I do love the French.
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are not human?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven, and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.